From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Lone Depot Park. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show, and it's coming up next. A.J. Burnett gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike one, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher. And if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
Joey Wendell is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one.
First pitch, 4-10.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1. Two and one to the Rays leadoff batter.
I got 2-1 the count.
And he hits the corner with that one. 2-2.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
The 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Anderson into foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
That brings up Wander Franco. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. One out, nobody on. Ball. 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
And the 2-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting first, the first baseman, Mcgriff.
Up next for the Rays, Fred Mcgriff. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Just starting things out here in South Florida. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Outside and low, 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike two, says the third base umpire. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Marte gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Cruises through the first, no problem. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. And now here is Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Marlins, the center fielder, Starling Marte.
Now here it comes. And that misses for ball one. Two balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. Two balls and two strikes now. Still even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground. Taken in by Mcgriff. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be, let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
One ball, no strikes to count. Here comes the 1-0.
Oh, that's upstairs.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher, you fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with two strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
He's set. Here it comes. Gary Sheffield is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Throw over to first,
No, he's in
and the
there.
runner back in standing. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. Lee, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Too high.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. A ball that's carrying. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, with 2 away, the man on first, he was moving on contact. He had a great jump and comes all the way around to score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
Stepping in now, Floyd. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The set and the 1-0.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. 3-2 full count. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. He's set and the pitch. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's 1 for 2. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
23 pitches already here in the first inning. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. The Marlins lead it 2-0. Second inning set to go. And standing in here, the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
And that's in there for strike one. Hit hard to third. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
So now to the plate, Austin Meadows. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0.
Count 2-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Randy Arozarena waits on deck. Here's the 3-1. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. Full count still. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses there for ball four. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Randy Arozarena. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
In the dirt. And oh, the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number two.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box now, Brandon Lau.
Nope, that's
as
the ball.
the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Batting in, the catcher, number 28, Francisco Mejia.
So next to bat will be Francisco Mejia, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Burnett checks. Now the pitch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Meadows stands at second with two gone. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Is set, and the 2-2 hit down the third baseline. Here's the 2-2. 3-2 now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. The payoff pitch. And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. Rays will settle for just the one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 2, the Rays 1. Here's Joe Panik. A matchup with Tyler Glasnow to lead off the inning.
The second baseman, Joe Panik.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Arozarena is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first down.
Batting 8. The catcher.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense.
Alfaro.
And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Now here's the pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. now. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Up next from Miami, A.J. Burnett. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. Now the first pitch. And we'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
One and one. Here it is. This pitch is popped up. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. They still lead it 2-1. So here now's the pitcher, Tyler Glasnow. 9-1-2 due up. First delivery to him. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. Liner in there for a base hit.
Well, you never want to give up a hit to an opposing pitcher, but when you give one up to an AL pitcher, it's downright annoying. Can't let it get to you, though.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
The 0-2 delivery. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Panic is there to second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
At the plate now, Wander Franco pitches a cold strike. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wendell, the runner at second with one away. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. The set and the 2-1 pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
So a full count now. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Into the box, Fred Mcgriff, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The set and the 1-0. Flipped out the other way towards short. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Rays strand just the 1. Our score remains 2-1. Stepping in, Jesus Aguilar, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Jesus Aguilar.
First pitch of the AB now. As he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Here's the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The next 1-2 pitch. Line to the right side. A dive and oh, he can't hang on.
Boy, Giro, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Stepping in now, David Lee. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. David Lee has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
That'll bring up Gary Sheffield as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 pitch.
That's out.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
To 2-2 now.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
The 2-2.
You got a full count.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The 3-2 one more time. High in the air down the right field line. Under it to make the catch is Wendell. 1 away.
The batter, the left fielder, Floyd.
So now into the box is Cliff Floyd. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
A 1 pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rosarena is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So here is Brian Anderson. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First pitch on the way. Aguilar on second. Lee at first. 2 out in the inning. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Marlins strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria. Now the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock in the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Standing in now, Austin Meadows. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball one. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 delivery. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike two. Chopper down the third baseline. And there's one down now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Striding in is Randy Arozarena. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. The throw will go to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Brandon Lau is at the plate as he looks at ball one.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only one run scored.
Here it comes. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Burnett working on 68 pitches to this point in the afternoon. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 2-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th, but before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Joe Panik.
Joe Panik.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Now
Dan, he
batting,
took that right
catcher,
back in his face right there.
Jorge
Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Jorge Alfaro is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. This one's down to third. Scooped up. 1 there. And the return will pull the first baseman off the bag, so they'll just settle for the 1 out.
Now batting.
Well, that's usually a pretty tough turn at second when you're going around the horn. And I think he knew he was going to get taken out, so that was a good job to take the blow, get the out, and eat the throw.
To the plate now, A.J. Burnett. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Oh, 2, here it comes. Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The center fielder, number 6, Starling.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Alfaro at second with 2 down. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Now at the plate, here is Francisco Mejia. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Into the box now, Tyler Glasnow, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He singled in his first AB. A ball and a strike to the Rays pitcher.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Driven the other way, but caught down at third. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now.
Number 18, Joey.
Back to the top of the order now, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The windup and the 0-1. Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. And up next will be the power hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar.
Aguilar.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. Try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
At the plate, David Lee, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
And the pitch.
Ball, that's just out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 2-2. And he struck him out.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box, Gary Sheffield. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Miami down in order through 5, all even at 2-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Wander Franco. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fastball just missed above the zone.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Ball, that's off.
Outside, 3-0 now. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
So stepping in is Fred Mcgriff. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the AB now.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
From the stretch. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Sheffield is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria, singled in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch.
No, that's low.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Using a slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly to panic covering. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for Tampa. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Cliff Floyd. First offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. The pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the
Now
out.
batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Now to bat, Brian Anderson struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
No balls and a strike to count. Hard hit ball to short. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Panic.
Next to hit, Joe Panic. He's 1 for 2 in this one. From the stretch.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
And a pitch in the third as he lays off. It's 1-1. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
At the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Now the 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Henna isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's in there. As it's now a 3-2 ball game.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart after 5 2/3, as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Andrew Kittredge is out from the bullpen now, as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 36, Andrew Kittredge.
In now, A.J. Burnett, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th, and Miami has taken a 3-2 lead. Leading off the inning, it'll be Austin Meadows, and they could use a spark from him here. First pitch on its way. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, the center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
1 out now in the Tampa Bay 7th, and up next will be Randy Arozarena. First delivery to him.
1-1.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Now the Marlins skipper is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it appears that'll do it for A.J. Burnett. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Ross Detweiler is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
54.
So now to the plate, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Francisco Mejia. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. Scooped up. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Mike Zunino will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 10, Mike Zunino.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His career numbers against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Back with more on opening day after this. Colin McHugh is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 31, Colin McHugh.
ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte.
The center fielder, Starling.
Here's the first pitch.
Marte.
Hey! Get down, 1-1.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's it.
McHugh offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And a 3-2 full count to Starling Marte.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home seventh.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Stepping in now, David Lee.
1-0.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Now the 1-0.
Hey!
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and into bat now will be Gary Sheffield. McHugh pauses. Here's the pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Marte is off at first with 2 away. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Arozarena gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for Miami. They're up 3-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in the outfielder, Joey Wendell.
Number 18, Joey Wendell.
He's set. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Richard Blyer is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Richard Blyer.
Standing in now, Wander Franco, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now back, the first baseman, Mcgriff.
Now to the plate, here is Fred Mcgriff. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the AB now. Two out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Panic's got it. Throw over to Aguilar at first to take care of him to end the inning. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They're down 3-2. Jeffrey Springs is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So now to the plate, Cliff Floyd. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
The left fielder, Cliff Floyd.
First offering. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. That
2-0.
misses 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. Meadows will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first
Now
out.
batting, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Now it'll be Brian Anderson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way.
Ball in.
One out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
Aye.
Count still at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Liner toward right center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
In now, Joe Pennant. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Nope, outside.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
He's going.
Runners off for second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rosarena is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Stepping in next, Jorge Alfaro. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's set and the pitch.
Ball,
So
that's
take a
ball.
look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
No, that's
Perhaps
down.
a little low there. It's 2-0. Anderson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Two and 2 the count. Working for the punch out and the offering.
3-2.
Fastball is outside and it's full now. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And another foul ball. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
The pitcher, number 35.
Miguel Rojas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Miguel Rojas.
First delivery to him as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. The set and the 1-0. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Marlins strand a pair, but they still lead it 3-2. Dylan Floro comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 36, Dylan Floro.
So kicking off the top of the 9th is Evan Longoria, as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Smoked on the ground left side. And that is into left field. So the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
At the plate now, Austin Meadows, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll dive back in safely. A runner at first with no outs here. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
From the belt, the pitch. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Kevin Kiermaier will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
For the Reds. Number 39, Kevin.
Next, it'll be Randy Arozarena. He doubled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know. Everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And Struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
So the next to bat will be Brandon Lau. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Rays down to their final out now, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
That's outside.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making them work for this one.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Fouled away. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 4-3 game.
Boy, not an easy thing to do, Dero, to score. You're down by 1 going into the 9th. Big base hit right there gives them the lead.
Yeah, these are the knocks you remember, Dan. Come through for the team right here. Down 1 run. Huge base hit right there. Able to drive in a pair. And now they got to lock it down in the bottom half.
John Curtis takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 39, John Curtis.
Brett Phillips will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Brett Phillips.
Here's the first pitch to him. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Second strike.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. On the bag with it is Aguilar, and that'll retire the side. So disaster strikes here in the ninth as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. The Rays 4 and the Marlins 3. Kevin Kiermaier will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field.
Nick Anderson enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Now pitching for Tampa Bay. Number 70, Nick Anderson.
Bottom of the inning now. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte.
Yeah, it's always a nightmare taking on another team's closer trying to get back into a game, especially in the ninth inning. But having your leadoff guy up to start that inning is as good as you could have hoped for. So let's see if he can get something started here. Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And it's quickly 0-2. Now here's the pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
To the plate now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. The 0-1. Ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
Now batting, the shortstop, David.
Into the box, David Lee. He's 1 for 4 so far. Now here's the first offering. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Next to hit is Gary Sheffield. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First offering outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 1-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0 on the way. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Swing and a liner. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Miami down to their last strike. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Rays came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Jeffrey Springs claims the win out of the pen, his first. Nick Anderson wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Rays, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Marlins, 3 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.